John Harder and Tom Kendra ready to bring you the doubleheader as the Bruins of Kellogg have come up here from Battle Creek to take on the Jayhawks. This Bruin team is pretty strong. They're in third place. Barely lost to the co-leaders, Mid-Michigan, over the weekend, Tom.
Yeah, they're one of the hottest teams in the league, John. They had won 4 in a row before that 2-point loss to Mid-Michigan. So this is a very good test for the Jayhawks here tonight.
There's the tip, won by Kellogg. Callista Hubbard. Abercrombie. Hubbard, far wing. Jayhawks open up into a zone. Down low, shot doesn't go. Nice rebound there by Reinhold. Tierman. Hamer, baseline jumper, off the back of the iron, battle for the remote jump ball. Possession arrow, Jayhawks.
Yeah, John, people may be looking on the court and wondering a different starting lineup tonight. Where's Ayanna Brown? Where's Tiara Williams? They're here on the bench. They've been suffering a little illness. There's a bug going around. Hopefully they'll be okay and we'll be able to get into this game.
Yes, we'll see how they are, how they feel. Reinhold turnaround jumper is good, but she travels to get position. Jayhawk turnover.
In the meantime, it'll be kind of interesting to see how some other Jayhawks step up maybe while Brown and Williams are on the bench.
Yes.
Gracie Reinhold, very aggressive early, trying to fill that void.
Pass in the point. Paint now. Nice tip away and stolen right back. Putting it up and in is Janier.
Yeah, that time that was a nice steal by Tanae Hamer, but she got going too fast, and Janier took it right back for an easy 2.
Reinhold. Over the back foul will be called on Jeffries. First foul on either team.
This Kellogg team, John, you mentioned, a very good team, 3rd in the conference, 15-10 overall, 9-5 in the conference. They're led by 2 real good inside players. Lexi Parsons is a 6-footer, and Audrey DeWaters is 5'10". They're a really strong inside team.
Outside shot goes out and back in again for Hubbard. And it's 5-0. Cologne misses, gets her own rebound. The putback doesn't go. She was too far underneath. Now Kellogg the other way, cross-court pass. 3-point shot does not go for Abercrombie. And a foot on the line. It's a turnover for the Bruins.
Maybe predictably, John, a slow start here for the Jayhawks without their 2 best players who are on the bench. And hopefully we can break the ice here.
Reinhold bounce pass to Hamer. High arcer does not go. Abercrombie. Hubbard.
Jayhawks using a 2-3 zone defense right now.
Now Hubbard from the far side drains a 3, her second tray of the night.
That's the danger when you play a zone, John. The other team can hit from the outside. It's a zone breaker.
Hamer, baseline, too hard. Janier with a rebound.
Hamer's had that same awkward mid-range shot and just hasn't been able to knock it down yet.
Steal by Hamer. Now Tierman, top of the key. Abercrombie. Down low, put it up and in is Janier. And Muskegon wants a timeout. 6:52 left first quarter. It's been all Kellogg. 10-0 over the Jayhawks. Just over 3 minutes into the game, the Jayhawks find themselves down by 10, and Coach Cooper counters. He puts in Brown and Williams at this point to see how they're doing.
Yeah, they were didn't start because of illness, but at this point, down 10-0. desperate times call for desperate measures, so sick or not, they're in the game.
Brown puts it in off the glass.
How she made her presence felt right away, did she not?
Yes, she did. She sure did. Janier. Abercrombie. Ball's tipped away. Janier. Big rebound. Putback doesn't go. Williams with a rebound for the Jayhawks. Brown in the paint, kicks it back out. There's Cologne. Cuts across the lane and travels.
I see Ayanna Brown is sporting her silver hair.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was a silver flu but it's silver hair.
I guess when you're in the top 4 in the conference in 5 categories, you can whatever color hair you want.
You might end up with about 5 or more with silver hair next game.
That's right.
And a bucket there by Janier. 6 points for Janier.
Shoot the ball!
Brown down low. Brown puts it in.
Beautiful pass that time from Tiara Williams. In that last home game on Valentine's Day, Tiara Williams had 15 rebounds. She's such a key inside player for the Jayhawks. Great pass that time.
Outside shot doesn't go. Ball goes out of bounds. Jayhawk ball. 5:14 left to go first quarter. Jayhawks are now starting to show a little bit of life in this game.
Yeah, the Jayhawks come in with a 9-game winning streak, John, including 12 out of the last 13.
Cologne, 3-point shot is good. Jayhawks have cut that 10-point deficit in half, only 5 points now. Staying in that 2-3 zone. Costello. Janier in the paint. Jayhawk ball.
Jayhawks just look like a different team, John, when they got Ayanna Brown and Tiara Williams in the game.
Yes.
Clawing their way back into this one.
Baseline jumper doesn't go. Jeffries coming in from the backside, nearly got her second foul called. Jayhawks ball into their own basket. Into Brown, in the paint. One step, dribble. Cannot convert. The Waters with the rebound. Hubbard. Bounce pass into Janier. Shot does not go. A tie up. Possession arrow in favor of Kellogg.
Kellogg, a very good rebounding team, John. We got Parsons and DeWaters, but also Jesselyn Janier. She's another 6-footer, so they got tremendous size.
Not too far under the basket. And the Jayhawks come away with it. Outside shot for Jeffries is good for 3.
There we go. Jayhawks are settling in here, John. 3-pointer by Yasmin Cologne, and there's a 3-pointer by Casey Jeffries.
Jayhawks now within 2 points. Hubbard, little sidestep. Abercrombie. High pass coming to you, Tom.
Yeah, geez, I was ready.
Jayhawk ball.
As long as they don't spill my water.
Yeah, that's right. Have to hydrate. 3:25 left first quarter. Tierman across the midcourt line. Cologne. Into Brown. Passes down low to Williams. That's good. Tied at 12.
That's why Ayanna Brown is not only the second leading scorer in the conference, she's also fourth in the conference in assists. Great look that time to Williams.
Pass down low to Parsons, and Parsons, nice shot in the post. She's a force to reckon with. Costello with a rebound. Costello, a little left hand. Go to the line to shoot two. Muskegon foul on Julia Tierman.
Number 5, Julia Tierman. Her first, team second. At the line for the Bruins, number 13, Gabby Costello.
Off the back of the iron. Costello will get a second shot.
Gabby Costello, she's a freshman from Bellevue. She's the point guard, averages 4 assists a game for the Bruins.
She makes the second.
Stay in that corner right there. Turn.
Brown. Little soft touch. Costello with a rebound. Cross court pass to Hubbard. Hubbard down low. Parsons gets her own rebound. Puts it back up again. No. Ball's tipped out to Jeffries.
Referee's letting them play down there. I like that, John. It was a good defense by the Jayhawks.
Yes. Cologne. Roberson. Oh, good anticipation by Jeffries with a steal. Jeffries puts it up and in.
Great job there by Jeffries. Not just the anticipation on that steal, but the finish there.
Yes.
She took her time, jump stop, and made the bucket.
Parsons down low. She draws attention. She travels. Jayhawk ball, 1:34 left, first quarter.
You know, it's funny with this Jayhawks team. They're 20-3 on the year, but you just don't know game to game who's going to spark them. So far tonight, Casey Jeffries,
Yes.
the 5'7" freshman out of Whitehall, with 5 points.
Now Jeffries, near wing. 3-point shot. Rebounded by Roberson.
Good hustle that time by Tierman, slowing down the break.
Roberson, outside shot, a little bit short, goes out of bounds. Jayhawk ball.
Jayhawks have weathered that slow
Yes.
10-0 start. They were down, now with a chance to take the lead.
Tierman right to Brown, a little bounce pass on the court, goes out of bounds. Jayhawk ball. 51 seconds left. 15 on the shot clock. Ooh, a nice bounce pass. Clears Cologne. A nice little layup is good.
Beautiful inbounds play that time, drawn up by Coach Cooper. Something you don't talk about much, those inbound plays, but if run correctly, they can lead to easy buckets.
Jayhawks have their first lead by 1. Hubbard, far wing. Checked by Jeffries. Good defense by the Jayhawks. Roberson. Janier. Janier is fouled. Muskegon foul is on Tierman. That's her second. Joy Lee will check in for Tierman. Lee with those long arms and quickness.
Yeah, she adds another dimension, John, and her and Tierman have been sharing that point guard spot all year long.
Long pass controlled by Kellogg. Cologne gets the rebound. 6 seconds left in the quarter. Jeffries, 3-point shot off the iron. There's offensive board, put back, but not in time. And at the end of the first quarter, here at Bartels Road, it's Muskegon 16 and Kellogg 15. John Harder, Tom Kendra here at Bartels Road Gymnasium. It's the Jayhawks and the Kellogg Bruins Jayhawks, after spotting the Bruins 10 points, down 10-0, come roaring back on a 16-5 run.
Yeah, you can see the difference that this Ayanna Brown and Tierra Williams make to this team. They didn't start because of illness, and now they're back in. We'll see how they hold up, though, during the course of this game. They're obviously not feeling well. Let's see if they can hold up for 4 quarters.
Jeffries on the near wing. Joy Lee. Pass down low. Williams to Brown. Brown does not convert. Point blank range, and DeWaters with the rebound. Costello. Roberson. 10 on the shot clock. Roberson found a way to get that one in.
Jayhawks staying in that 2-3 zone, perhaps as a nod to Kellogg's strong inside game.
Loose ball is picked up by DeWaters. Long pass ahead, too far for Hubbard. Hubbard was directly under the basket. I don't know, she would have been in a tough position. A couple Jayhawks were making it back as Hamer and also Reinhold checked back in for the Jayhawks for Williams and Jeffries.
The Jayhawks ranked number 18th in the nation again this week, John, but the men's team also ranked. They moved all the way up to number 11. So what a year we're having.
Yes. Yes, they moved up 3 spots, and Jayhawks stayed right at 18. Mid-Michigan's at 19, so there's good competition in the Western Conference for the women's. Ball tipped away. Oh, a nice block there by Brown. Ball goes out of bounds off Muskegon. 15 on the shot clock. That was a very athletic block by Brown.
Yes. Again, Ayanna Brown can do it all. That last game, Friday night, that victory over Lake Michigan, she had 6 block shots in that game.
It's fantastic. Outside shot, high archer is good for DeWaters.
Pretty nice shot for a 5'10" post player. Knock down a 3 like that.
Too hard of a pass in there for Reinhold to handle. Turns into a turnover. DeWaters is called for the charge. Waiting for the call. Didn't know if they were going to call a block or the offensive charge. And the Jayhawk defensive player was well set.
Yeah, that was a great call by the official. I was worried for a minute there, just like you, that he was going to get a block out of that. But a great job drawing the charge by Gracie Reinhold.
Yes.
A sophomore out of Oak Ridge.
Hamer to Cologne. Nice soft pass there to Reinhold. Brown. Underneath, cannot convert. Kellogg the other way. Roberson. Hubbard. Brown with the rebound. Quickly ahead, there's Cologne, far wing. Hamer, 3-point shot, it's good!
There we go, beautiful set shot, extension, rotation on the ball there by Tanae Hamer.
Costello into DeWaters. Three-point shot is rebounded by Reinhold. Ahead to Cologne. Ooh, a nice look down low. Ooh, too hard off the glass by Brown. Hubbard along the near side. Ooh, another high archer is good for DeWaters.
Wow, she's feeling it. Audrey DeWaters, a freshman out of Richland Gull Lake. Couple big threes for the Bruins.
And a three-pointer right back by Cologne.
There's Yasmin Cologne, our sophomore from Hart. She's got a strange-looking shot from three-point land, but she finds a way to get about 40% of them to drop.
Ooh, a nice steal there by Cologne. And they're going to call a foul on the floor, not a breakaway. Roberson called for the foul. Cologne was on her way for an easy layup.
Yeah, and that's what Coach Jason Cooper is asking the official here right in front of us, saying, hey, wasn't that a breakaway foul?
Yes.
But he's not going to get his way.
Nope. Planted a seed in their head, though.
That's right.
Sparkle Woods. Brown, right there to Williams, a little too hard. There's Brown underneath. Chasing down the loose ball is Sparkle Woods. Baseline, bounces it back out to Williams. In the paint, Williams, one-hander, off the glass and in.
Nice strong take there by Tiara Williams. Sparkle Woods into the game, John. She's part of that three-pronged point guard attack we have here. Julia Tierman, Joy Lee, and Sparkle Woods. All splitting time at that point guard spot.
Bounce pass is stolen by Ayanna Brown. Sparkle Woods puts it up and in.
Nice job that time by Sparkle. She's not known as a scorer, only 3 points a game. That time she took strong take to the basket.
She sure did. She was not to be denied. Ooh, a nice block by Brown, but they're going to call a foul. Brown must have got her on the body.
Wow. Jason Cooper is not happy with that call either. Ayanna Brown was backing up on defense and appeared to make a clean block there. But like you said, yeah, they must have called it a little body contact.
Waters shooting two. Good on the first. She has a very high arc trajectory on her shots. Makes one of two. Brown. Hamer. DeWaters with a rebound. Janier. Abercrombie, three-point shot. Ball knocked out of bounds by DeWater. Jayhawk ball. 4:45 left first half.
Right there. Good.
There's Hamer. Passes on the tray. Williams, baseline drive. Tried to kick it back out to Brown, and it's stolen by DeWaters. And a travel on the backcourt. Jayhawk ball.
Careless turnover there by Kellogg. You know, John, the Jayhawks are locked in this battle for first place with Mid-Michigan. It seems like for weeks now. They've been tied at that top spot. Jayhawks with two tough games right here against third place Kellogg tonight, and then on Saturday they travel to Grand Rapids, which is in third place. GR, the arch rivals, they would love to knock the Jayhawks out of that first place perch.
Sure. Jayhawks have a target on their back. Now Woods, top of the key. 10 on the shot clock. Ayanna Brown. Nice move down low, puts it in off the glass.
Wow, what a beautiful move that time. Ayanna Brown has come so far, John. 5'10" sophomore out of Fruitport. She can really do it all.
Yes, she sure can.
Even when she's not feeling 100%.
Hamer chased down the loose ball. Sparkle Woods with a drive. Off the glass, doesn't go. Ball's tipped out of bounds by Muskegon. It'll be Bruin ball. Janier, far corner, too strong. Saved. Turnaround jumper is good by Hicks. Jayhawks by 2. Williams. Cologne. Baseline, puts it in. Nice move by Cologne.
Great drive there by Yasmin Cologne. That's the big three we've talked about. Ayanna Brown, Tiara Williams, and the third part of it is Yasmin Cologne. Great drive and score.
DeWaters pushed too hard. Janier over the back will be called for the foul. That's her first foul.
Nice position that time by Tanae Hamer. She's only a 5'5" freshman out of Hudsonville, but she plays hard. She's a good rebounder, great defensive player, and she's probably our best three-point shooter.
Now Jeffries. Woods travels. Start moving the feet before putting the ball down on the court. Joy Lee will check in for Woods. Oh, nice. Ball was tipped. Jeffries with a steal. Ball goes out of bounds. And it'll be Kellogg ball. Crossover drill. Gives it back to Janier. Cologne chases down the rebound. No whistle. And an offensive foul is called on Cologne.
Good job that time by Cologne, pushing it up the court all the way. A little out of control at the end, though, and Jesselyn Janier got in good position to draw the charge.
Janier brings the ball back out. Now baseline, cross court pass to Hubbard. Into Parsons. Parsons draws the foul on Brown. That's number 2 on Ayanna.
Skating foul on 23. Ayanna Brown, her second, team third. At the line for the girls for 40.
Smart move there by Coach Cooper, getting
Yes.
Ayanna Brown onto the bench with 2 fouls. Don't want to have her pick up her third in the last minute 38.
Parsons at the line, shooting 2. First one is good. And she splits the pair. Ball stolen in the backcourt. Janier. Parsons. Hubbard with the drive. One-hand push. Not good. Joy Lee comes up with it for the Jayhawks. Jeffries. Minute 7 left in the half. 3-point lead for the Jayhawks.
Yes, Kellogg hanging around here.
A foul on Cologne.
Skating foul, number 10, Yasmin Cologne, her second, team fourth.
Janier. Costello looking for Parsons. Parsons in the paint. Turnaround jumper, partially blocked. Williams with a rebound. Lee. Cologne, cross-court pass. There's Jeffries for 3.
Yes, that time Casey Jeffries got her knees bent nicely. Good extension on that one.
Jayhawks by 6. Shot clock is off. Pass goes out of bounds. It's a turnover. With the shot clock off, the Jayhawks up by 6. They'll probably look for one last shot here to end the half.
Wouldn't that be nice here to get a bucket here? Go into the half up by 8 points, considering we trailed 10-0 early in this game. That would be a good result.
Yes, it would. Lee pass into Williams. Three left to go. And there's a shot that's rebounded by Janier. And there goes the buzzer here at Bartels Rhodey. At halftime, our score is Muskegon 33, Kellogg 27. You're watching Jayhawk basketball on MCC TV.
Jayhawks lead Kellogg 33-27. We're joined as usual here by MCC assistant coach Nicole Decker. And Nicole, obviously we saw there at the start of the game how important Ayanna Brown and Kira Williams are. A rough start to the game, but you guys have bounced back nicely since then.
Yeah, they give us a lot of intensity. You know, I think we talk a lot about the kind of player that Ayanna is, and that chemistry that she has with Tiara really helps us a lot, you know, and we want everybody to grow, and they really bring that out in everybody. You know, they're playmakers. That's what players do, so yeah. Okay,
and tell me, how they must be pretty sick for them to not start a game.
Yeah, they were very sick. They got real sick over the weekend. They missed Monday and Tuesday's practice. They tried to make it on Tuesday, and, you know, we made the call. We were like, you know, this is really not going to happen for you. And, you know, the last thing we want is everybody getting sick on the team. So, you know, they said they had food poisoning, but we don't want to take a risk. So.
Okay, well, they've gutted it out, and you guys have kind of righted the ship ever since that rough start.
Right.
So some people are wondering here, you guys went up a few weeks ago up to Mid-Michigan, got that big win, you know, to share first place in the conference with them, and ever since then you've just been both holding serve. What happens, who plays in the state championship game should you both finish tied atop the conference? How would that tiebreaker work?
Well, as of right now, Kellogg beat Mid-Michigan.
Okay.
And Ancilla beat us.
Okay.
And so Kellogg is placed higher than Ancilla. So when we both win out, then Mid-Michigan would win that tiebreaker.
Oh, I see.
So
okay.
they would play in the state championship. I know.
All right,
right?
but you know, there's a lot of basketball to be played, but that makes this an even bigger. You need to hold serve every step of the way.
Yeah.
Then, all right. Before I let you go for a minute, one of the interesting tonight. Tonight you've got a couple of big threes and a nice steal and finish by Casey Jeffries from Whitehall.
Yeah.
So that's got to make you feel good when you get a contribution from someone other than the big three.
Oh, absolutely. I've said this before. I think our freshmen have grown a lot this year. And so I love to see how they can step up and make plays, because we love to see that, you know, in their sophomore year. Yasmin, you can see, has come a long way since last year. And so seeing those freshmen step up now is really great for us.
Okay, well, great. Keep it up. Let's get
you.
our 10th straight win. All right, well, that was MCC assistant coach Nicole Decker joining us at halftime. We started the Jayhawks. They were down 10-0 to start the game. They've come back and have a 6-point lead here to begin the second half, as I'm joined again by the voice of the Jayhawks, John Arter.
Thank you very much, Tom. The Bruins start off with the ball to start the second half. Little bounce pass saved there by Abercrombie. Janier able to control it. Abercrombie off the glass and in. Coach Cooper of Muskegon wants a quick timeout. He didn't like what he saw out there, Tom.
No, not at all, apparently.
9:34 left, third quarter, 33-29 Jayhawks. John and Tom back here at Bartels Rhodey. We want to thank the MCC TV crew doing a great job again tonight. Our camera person, Eric Taylor. Great shots of all the action here on the hard court. And in the booth, Rod Van Nortwick, our director and producer of Jayhawk basketball.
Like we've said before, they do a great job and make our job easy.
Yes, they do. Ayanna Brown, turnaround jumper is good. Janier, cut off there by Jeffries. Jayhawks still in that 2-3 zone. Outside shot is good by Janier. Jeffries. Cologne into Williams. Cologne. Good defense by Kellogg. Jeffries. 6 on the shot clock. Williams. Baseline is good.
Boy, that's a nice mid-range jump shot by Tiara Williams. I mean, she's a workhorse inside. 18 points and 15 rebounds in the last game, but she also has a nice little jump shot as well.
Janier trying the three-point again. A little too long. Brown pass to Williams. Now Williams baseline the other side, up and over the backboard. Bruin ball.
Yeah, that time Tiara Williams tried that same jump shot from just the opposite side of the court. Not as good of a result this time.
Hubbard to Costello. Three-point shot by Abercrombie. Off the iron, Cologne with a rebound. In the corner, there's Jeffries. Costello with the rebound. There's a steal by Brown. The putback, no! Bruins come away with it. Jayhawks still in that 2-3 zone. Drive by Janier. Ball's tipped away. Cologne comes away with it for the Jayhawks. Works through a couple defenders. Near wing. Hubbard with a rebound. A lot of action, but not too much scoring. Outside shot. Williams with a rebound. Coach Cooper wants him to slow it down a little bit. A little fast pace for both teams and no scoring.
Yeah, like you said, a lot of action, not much on the scoreboard.
Now there's Tierman, three-point shot. Abercrombie with a rebound. Hubbard.
MCC's been in this 2-3 zone the entire game, John.
Brown with some good defense, comes away with a rebound. Ball is taken away by Janier. Janier with a drive, right hand hook is good. Three-point lead for the Jayhawks. Baseline jumper doesn't go for Williams. She gets her own rebound. The putback doesn't go. She draws the foul. Good aggressive, strong rebound by Williams.
Yes, you're right, John. Tiara Williams is only 5'8". Ayanna Brown is 5'10". They don't have the size of the Kellogg inside players, but they make up for it with athletic ability.
Yes.
And just their work ethic, too. They're relentless on the boards.
Williams misses on the first. And she makes the second. Reinhold checks in for Williams. In the corner. Janae ahead to Colon. Check that. Cologne. Cross court pass. Hamer off the front of the iron.
Great skip pass that time from Cologne. Hamer just couldn't knock down the open three.
Pass down low to Parsons. Parsons is fouled. They call that one on Brown. That's number 3 on Ayanna.
And Brown needs to go to the bench with her third foul.
Yes. Parsons misses on the first free throw. Second one in and out. Hamer with a rebound. Williams, soft touch, doesn't go. Cologne chases down the loose ball. Cannot get the reverse layup there.
Jayhawks are in a battle here tonight, John.
Yes, they are. Ball nearly stolen by Tierman. Now Janier. Another three. Jesselyn has 14 points now for the Bruins.
They've carved the lead down to 1, a 10-5 run for Kellogg to open the second half.
Baseline jumper is good by Reinhold.
Wow, a nice big bucket there for Gracie Reinhold.
Junior checked by Hamer. Hubbard, baseline jumper, too short. Loose ball is picked up by Williams. Tierra will slow it down. Wait for some of her teammates. Cologne. Hamer passes on the tray. Cologne. Rebound, Janier. Parsons falls down. Hamer, three-point shot off the back of the iron. Ball's tipped away. Tierman chases it down.
Great hustle there by Julia Tierman on, and she gives it right back.
Right back to Hubbard. Three minutes to go, third quarter. Hubbard, far side. Three-point shot is good.
And we've got ourselves a tie game. Coach Jason Cooper, he's going to bring Ayanna Brown back in the game despite her 3 fouls.
In the corner. Tierman in and out.
Oh, that was a good-looking shot by Tierman. Just a little unfortunate there. It bounced out.
Janier passes on the tray. Hubbard drives into the paint. Costello, baseline jumper, rebounded by Tierman. Reinhold back out to Cologne. In the corner, Tierman again pulls the trigger. This time it's good.
Yes, this time, no doubt about it. Nothing but net for Julia Tierman, the freshman out of Mona Shores.
Janier is fouled by Hamer. Nearly fouled by Williams. Maintains control. Abercrombie. Janier now pulls the trigger on a tray. Sparkle Woods with a rebound. Cologne. Gives off to Brown. Brown. Loose ball picked up there by Hubbard. Hubbard with the drive. Puts it up and in. 1 point Jayhawk lead.
Yeah, we got ourselves a great game tonight here, John.
We sure do, Tom.
We haven't had a lot of close ones. MCC women have been rolling. Let's see if we can dig one out tonight.
We have a whistle along the baseline. Foul on Costello. Her first. Jayhawks will inbound. 1:06 left to go, third quarter. Pass in to Woods. Woods unable to convert. Hubbard comes away with it.
Nice inbounds play that time, but the Sparkle Woods got in among the trees. Nothing to do with it.
Roberson, there's an offensive board by Hicks. Hubbard, shot partially blocked. Parsons, down low, puts it in.
Wow, good work there by Lexi Parsons, 6-foot freshman out of Delton Kellogg. She gives the Kellogg Community College the lead.
Their first lead in quite a while. Brown, nice soft touch, goes through the net.
Wow, that's her ability to hit that jump shot. That's just the final piece of the puzzle for her. They sort of backed off. They didn't want her to drive to the basket, and she can stop and make that shot.
Parsons, driving baseline, puts it in. Cologne. Long shot does not go, and after 3 quarters of play, it's Kellogg 46, Muskegon 45. We'll be right back. John Harder and Tom Kendra back here at Bartell's Roy Gymnasium. We're ready for our 4th and final quarter of this exciting game. Kellogg holding to a 1-point lead.
Yeah, a couple of things, John. I think after getting down 10-0, coming back and taking a 6-point lead at the break, I think the Jayhawks might have relaxed a little bit, thought they were back and had the game won. Kellogg has other ideas, and also how healthy are Ayanna Brown and Tiara Williams? We'll see here in this 4th quarter.
Abercrombie will leave it for Hubbard. Roberson. Pass into Parsons. Parsons does not finish. Loose ball picked up by Abercrombie. Bruins reset. They lead by 1. Bounce pass goes off of Parsons' knee. The Jayhawks get the steal.
Jayhawks would love to turn this 4th quarter into a full court game. Kellogg is an excellent half-court team. Let's see if we can get out and run a little bit here in the final 10 minutes.
Cologne kicks it back out to Brown. Brown to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Brown, long 3-point shot, doesn't go. How about that play by Williams, reaching in and putting it off the opponent's leg?
Yeah, that's just hustle there, John. Tiara Williams, a sophomore out of Muskegon. She is a relentless worker.
And Muskegon wants a timeout, 8:51 left to go. It's still the Bruins 46, Muskegon 45. 8:51 left to go here in the game. It's a 1-point lead for the Bruins, and it's been exciting throughout, Tom.
Yeah, it sure has, and it's like I mentioned a little earlier, we've seen how the Jayhawks can blow teams out. Let's see how we can do in a tight game, how we execute under pressure and in clutch situations. So this ought to be fun.
Brown to inbounds. Cologne, far side. Bounce pass into Brown, turnaround jumper's good! Ayanna Brown. Money in the bank.
That's the smartest thing to do. She averages a double-double, John, 17 points, 10 rebounds a game, and I would expect to see her get the ball a lot here at the
Roberson
last.
drives in, puts it in off the glass.
Wow, back and forth we go. Jayhawks like this pace, though.
Pass to Brown. Williams, far side. Jeffries. Drive by Williams is good. Now Jayhawks up by 1.
Good, strong power move by Tiara Williams. Jump stop and a nice little shot for the bucket.
Pass is tipped away. Hicks uses the glass.
Kellogg really starting to shoot well. They're feeling it. They feel like they have a shot here to steal a victory here on the road.
Pass to Brown down low. Ball tipped away. Williams gets control of it. Puts the shot up and in off the glass.
Wow. That could have easily been an and one there, John. She hit the deck after making that bucket.
Jayhawks by 1. Abercrombie. Jayhawks still in that 2-3 zone defense. Roberson picks up her dribble. Leaves it for Abercrombie. 8 on the shot clock. Roberson travels. It's a Bruin turnover. Audrey DeWaters checks back in for Lexi Parsons. And Reinhold will check in for Williams. 7:06 left.
Sure, Coach Jason Cooper just getting Tiara Williams probably a final break, and she'll probably come back in, I would assume, play the rest of the game.
Brown. Cologne pulls the trigger on a 3. It's good! Jayhawks by 4.
How nice is that? Yasmin Cologne, she drives to the basket so well, but her ability to hit the 3.
Right. Roberson, near wing, will leave it for Abercrombie. Pass in, ball's tipped away by Joy Lee and stolen by Jeffries. 3-on-3. Brown up at the top of the key. Lee drives the baseline. 5-footer is good. Joy's first points of the game, and the Bruins want a timeout. The Jayhawks have been on a run. A 7-0 run with 6:12 left to go in the game. The Jayhawks up by 6, 56-50. An exciting game as the Jayhawks have pushed together a 7-0 run to take a 6-point lead. We were in a seesaw battle there for 2-3 minutes, Tom, and the excitement is still there.
Oh, no question about it, but it's been our big two. Ayanna Brown and Tiara Williams have really taken control here in the first half of the fourth quarter. Now let's see if we can finish this game. Kellogg is dangerous. They execute very well in their half-court offense. Defense is going to be key here for the Jayhawks the rest of the way.
Roberson. Now Roberson pulls the trigger on a 3 off the iron. Brown with a rebound. Brown looking up court, but didn't like what she saw. She kept the ball. Cologne, near wing. Loses control of the ball, but Brown's there to save the Jayhawks. Jump ball, possession arrow in favor of Kellogg.
Joy Lee did a nice job right before that timeout, John, with the she's a freshman out of Byron Center, but she's developed so much this season. She wasn't afraid in a key situation to drive, jump stop, and hit a key jumper to give us this 6-point lead.
Yes, that was a big jumper. Yes, it was. Cross-court pass to Hubbard. Jayhawks 2-3 zone adjusts very quickly from side to side. Down low. Oh, a nice block from behind by Cologne. Still Kellogg ball, 9 seconds left. Now Lexi Parsons checks in for Audrey DeWaters. Costello to trigger it in. Ball's off of Parsons and the Jayhawks steal. Cologne. Joy Lee. Down to Brown, down in the pose. Off the glass, a little bit too short. Kellogg the other way. Cross-court pass. Hubbard passes on a tray and is blocked off from the baseline. Pass into Parsons, too far. It's a Bruin turnover.
Nice defense that time by the Jayhawks, denying that three-point shot from the corner, but then really denying the entry pass into Parsons. She's been hurting them inside. That time they forced the turnover.
Brown. Ball tipped out of bounds. It's Bruin ball.
Bad possession that time, John, for the Jayhawks. They're allowing Kellogg to stay in this game. We haven't been able to build on that 6-point lead. Let's see, now we got Tiara Williams back in. Maybe she'll provide that little spark to put this game away.
Still the 2-3 zone. Janier. Hubbard, top of the key. Costello, cross-court pass. 8 on the shot clock. Pass into Parsons, trying to get Parsons free down low. Parsons partially blocked from behind. Williams comes away with it.
Nice job there, walling her off. 2 defenders around Parsons.
There's Jeffries in the corner. Off the front of the iron. Joy Lee with the offensive board. Gives it up to Cologne. Cologne chases down her own rebound. Jayhawks will reset. There's Jeffries behind the arc.
Still trying to build on this 6-point lead.
7 on the shot clock. Cologne to Jeffries. Somebody better be ready to pull the trigger. It's Brown. Brown off the iron. Shot doesn't go, and we have a foul in the backcourt. That's on Williams. That's her first foul. Still a 6-point game. No points have been scored the last 2 minutes.
No, Jayhawks trying to dig this game out. Like we mentioned, they're tied for the first place with Mid-Michigan. Interesting talk with Nicole Decker at halftime. She said if both teams finish out, it would actually be Mid-Michigan that would win the tiebreaker because their second loss came against a higher-ranked team than Muskegon's. Muskegon's loss was against Ancilla. And so that, as it stands now, Mid-Michigan would win a tiebreaker. But a lot of basketball to be played.
Yes. Shot in and out by Janier. Brown with a rebound. She'll leave it for Joy Lee.
Yeah, thankfully we've gone cold, but so have the Bruins.
Yes. There's Brown. Kicks back out. Cologne pulls a trigger on a 3. It's good!
There we go. Sooner or later it was going to happen.
A 9-point Jayhawk lead.
Huge bucket there by Yasmin Cologne out of Hart. A 9-point lead is huge with 2.5 to go.
Hubbard.
Help her, yes! Drop, Joy, drop!
Abercrombie back to Hubbard. 9 on the shot clock. Abercrombie drives baseline. 4 on the shot clock. Down low, putting it up and in is Parsons. And we have a timeout, 2:13 left to go. It's the Jayhawks by 7, 59-52 over Kellogg. Back here at Bartels Roy Gymnasium, it's a big game here for the Jayhawks, an exciting 59-52 lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was actually, Kellogg actually came out after halftime, erased that 6-point deficit. They led by a point coming into the fourth, but Jayhawks have a really great defense here in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
For the most part, denying Lexi Parsons, the big girl from Kellogg, the ball. And now we see if we can hold on here over the final 2 minutes and make our free throws.
Great point, Tom. That's exactly what the Jayhawks are doing defensively, and it's paid off big here in the fourth quarter. Now there's Williams in the far corner, driving baseline. One-hand push shot doesn't go. Ball's tipped around. And reach around, will that be a foul? Yes, it is. A foul on Parsons, that's her first. Jayhawks ball, 20 on the shot clock, 1:49 in regulation. There's Williams. Jeffries. And Williams had Parsons beat on the dribble, but Parsons had to reach out and foul her to stop her. Now Jayhawks ball, 1:41 left. Bounce pass right there to Cologne, up and in.
There's another great inbounds pass, John. We've talked about that a few times. Coach Cooper runs great inbounds plays, and they produce a huge bucket there.
Parsons down low, puts it in.
Boy, she is tough to stop down there, John. You just got to not let her get the ball, I guess.
Timeout by Kellogg. 61-54 Jayhawks. A minute 19 to go. A minute 19 left to go. John and Tom here to bring this one home with you. It's 61-54 Jayhawks. A big game tonight.
Oh, no question about it. Big for the conference standings, and just to keep this momentum going. Jayhawks have won 9 games in a row coming into tonight, but not many of them been as tight as this one. I can't remember when they've trailed heading into the fourth quarter. So
right. So Kellogg extends their defense into the backcourt. Brown with a little bounce pass to Cologne. A foul in the backcourt. That'll be on Hicks. That's the third team foul.
one of the nice things about this Jayhawks team is that our big inside players, Ayanna Brown and Tiara Williams, can handle the ball very well.
Kellogg choosing to foul the Jayhawks to get them to the line. They do not want the Jayhawks to stall out time here.
Yeah, a good decision here by Kellogg, and Jayhawks will probably have quite a few 1-and-1 situations then.
Ball tipped up in the stands, and it's not a souvenir for the fans like baseball.
They got to throw that one back.
Yes, they do.
So if the Jayhawks get into the 1-and-1s, they'll just have to make their free throws, and they should be able to close it out.
Timeout, 61-54 Jayhawks. We'll be right back. Jayhawk ball. Kellogg has 4 fouls, 1 more foul, and it'll be the double bonus for the Jayhawks. Brown to inbound. Cologne. Back out to Brown. To Jeffries. Jayhawks doing their best to keep from being fouled. Moving that ball around, and we have a foul on Abercrombie. Tiara Williams to the line to shoot 2 in the double bonus.
Simple math, John. Make the free throws. No way Kellogg can win the game.
Williams good on the first free throw. She has 12 for the game.
That time Williams reached down to get some congratulations. There were none of her teammates to reciprocate.
You're right. Second one in and out.
She's like, come on, even though you're from the other team.
That was a great
shot.
Love.
Yeah.
It was a great shot. Pass into Parsons down low in the paint. Parsons puts it up and in.
Unstoppable down there. That's her spot.
Another timeout. 57 seconds left. A 6-point lead. 62-56 for the Jayhawks. The Kellogg Bruins are battling right down to the very end here. They're down by 6, but they have not given up hope. There's 57 seconds left. The Jayhawks will inbound. Ayanna Brown into Cologne, and Cologne is fouled right away. Foul is on Hubbard, her second. Cologne goes to the line to shoot 2. You got the Jayhawk screen here, Tom.
Yes. I'll try to help you out here.
Cologne at the line. Makes the first free throw. Misses on the second, so 1 for 2 for Cologne. 19 points for the game.
They get it right back to their. Oh.
Ball nearly stolen by Williams along the baseline.
Boy, they got it right back to Parsons, who's been killing us that time. Quick hands by Tiara Williams prevented another bucket.
Loose ball on the court, picked up by Abercrombie, and then we have a foul in the backcourt on Muskegon. Williams commits her second foul. Abercrombie triggered in from the far side.
Ayanna Brown came up limping a little bit that time, John, but
DeWaters with the drive. Shot doesn't go. Gets her own rebound. Putback does go, and there's a whistle in the post. Fouls on Jeffries. DeWaters with the chance for the three-point play.
Great second effort that time by Audrey DeWaters, the freshman. She converts this free throw, and they're back to within 4 points here.
That she does. DeWaters 10 points for the game.
That high arcing shot, and Kellogg jumps back into their.
Coach Cooper wants a timeout. 32 seconds left. 63-59 Jayhawks. John and Tom back here at Bartels Road Gymnasium. The Jayhawks lead by 4. This one's going right down to the wire. And Tom, I like our chances with coaches Cooper and Decker on our team. They've been down this road before, and they're making a lot of good calls right here.
Yeah, they do a great job. It'll come down to, of course, the players on the court, though.
Yes.
So, and I like our chances in that case as well.
Foul on Hicks. Her second. Round of the line to shoot 2. Brown at the line. First shot is good.
Obviously, huge free throws, John. Both coaches making a lot of substitutions, offense and defense. It's getting tense here in the final moments.
Brown makes good free throws.
Wow, 2 clutch free throws by Ayanna Brown.
Now Hubbard across the midcourt line. Janier, cross-court pass. There's DeWaters, three-point shot. She uses the glass.
Oh! That wasn't her intention, but wow, what a huge bucket.
Timeout with 17 seconds left. It's now a three-point game with the Jayhawks leading 65-62. We'll be right back. An exciting game here, which we expected going in as the third place Kellogg Bruins came into town. They were 1-1 against Mid-Michigan. And we expected a big game here tonight, and that's what we got.
Yeah, we have gotten it. The men's game also, Kellogg third in the conference, so we could have 2 dandies here.
Brown to inbounds. No time came off the clock. We have a foul that will be on Hubbard, her third. And Tierman will be at the line shooting 2.
Let's see how Julia Tierman does in pressure situation, a freshman from Mona Shores. A couple of big free throws.
Off the iron. The 2 post players did not come back in for Kellogg. Maybe they were looking for 3-point shooters. Tierman splits the pair. Big free throw there.
Oh, no question.
Now Roberson. Janier shooting the 3. Doesn't go. Offensive rebound. No for DeWaters. And we have a foul on Kellogg.
Wow, that time DeWaters came up with a big offensive rebound, but wasn't able to convert. And Yasmin Cologne, that rebound there, John, may have sealed the victory.
5.8 seconds left. Cologne at the line shooting 2. In and out. Yasmin splits the pair. Roberson along the near side.
No fouls right now, John.
Long shot by Abercrombie doesn't go, and the buzzer does. The end of the game. Jayhawks win 67-62. The Jayhawks are now 13-2 in conference play. 21-3 overall. The Bruins dropped to 9-6, 15-11. Jayhawks came through, showing why they're ranked and why they've won 9 in a row.
Yes, you're right, John. They showed they could win a tough game and got one out. Ayanna Brown and Tara Williams not at 100%. Yasmin Cologne steps up with 20 points to fill the void, and 10 wins in a row now for the Jayhawks.
Fantastic. We want to thank the MCC TV crew for bringing this to you. We have our camera persons of Eric Taylor and Rod Van Nortwick up in the booth. We're going to take a 20-minute timeout between the women's and men's game. Tom and I will be back here to call it. So thanks for watching Jayhawk basketball. We'll see you in 20 minutes.